Listen, if you want to close sales like the pros out there, you've got to be able to take control of the conversation. That's what we're talking about here. Stay tuned.
Look, insurance sucks. I just make it suck less.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brad Hannon. If you're not new here, you know the drill. If you are new here, stick around because we like to help agents polish their skills, make more sales, and ultimately make more money here. And I want to hear from you, right? I want to hear from you on what you want to see. Where can you improve to make more money, make more sales, and ultimately become a better overall agent? And today, I think we're talking about one of the most important things in a sales process, which is being able to maintain control of the conversation, right? This isn't just important in the sales process, it's important in your dating life.
You complete me.
This is important in your, in your day-to-day encounters in your personal life. Like you want to be a person that somebody looks at and says, wow, that guy knows what he's talking about. That, wow, that guy, he can get it done, or that guy is awesome, or that guy can take me on a date, right? Then you need to be able to control a conversation and not like barbarically, right? We're humans. We need, and I'm the one to say that, right? So like I'm a control freak. I am an aggressive by nature type person. You can probably tell that. If you can't tell that, you haven't seen me or been around me long enough. But I've learned to dial it back a little bit to be able to take control in a more proper way, right? And so that's what I want to talk to you guys about today is taking control of the conversation with your prospects over the phone and doing it in a way that, feels as if they are in control, because we all want to be in control, right? We all want to be in control to some extent, especially when we're getting sold to, right? Well, the last thing we want when we're getting sold to is just to be completely out of control and the other person has all the control, and boom, next thing you know, we lost our whole everything because we had to sell the house to buy this new policy, whatever, right? So taking control of the conversation is going to come a lot in the form of questions, and you've got to be inquisitive, right? So if I was in a sales call and I wanted to, maintain control of the conversation, I'm going to inquire, wow, hey, if you haven't checked out the overcoming objections, the agree, answer, ask method, right? We'll link that in the description. I think we put that one out just before this one. And that really is the way that we maintain control throughout the whole sales call, is by agreeing or acknowledging, like, hey, listen, I totally understand. That's a great point. You know what? I never really thought about it like this. Have you ever thought about doing like this? Like, hey, you know what? That's a great point. I really like to hear that. That's awesome. I too have felt like that before. But you know what happened is this happened. Have you ever felt that? Right? Like you're just agreeing, answering, acknowledging, and asking that question just like you would in the form of an objection. You're just doing that to maintain control of the conversation, right? I don't know if you've ever met or been around somebody that is awkward to talk to. The reason they're most likely awkward to talk to is because you don't know who the hell is controlling the conversation at that point in time. You're like, I just asked you a question, and there's like a long pause, right? Like, they gonna answer me or what? It's just the conversation is not smooth. It's choppy. It's out of control. And the reason why you need to maintain control of it is so that it doesn't get like that, right? So that it does come off professional and quality, and like there is a process along with it. So really, you got to do less talking and more listening. And the only way that you're going to do that, right? I think it was Nate Offert's mentor, Bill Gold, who had said it. He said it 1,000,000 times at SWAT, right? We've got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, right? We've got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. So when you're using this in a sales process, like when you're using your mouth, you're talking, it should be really for one purpose, and it's to get information. How do we get information? Asking questions. And so agreeing with them is going to help you build rapport. Hey, that's awesome. Hey, I get that. I agree. I totally understand. Those types of phrases that put you on the same level or the same, thought process as that other individual you're talking to helps to build rapport. The questions help you get the information that you need to make more sales. If you're new, I promise you're not doing this enough. I promise you that if you're new, you're not asking as many questions as you should. And that's because you feel like maybe you're drilling them with questions And so you need to make it more conversational. Hey, that's a great point. I never thought about it like that. Or, hey, you know what? I too feel like that. Do you ever do this? Or when's the last time you had this? Or how much was your premium when you didn't have cover before, when you did have coverage? You haven't had it in a while. What was your premium when you did have coverage? Like these types of questions, keeping it conversational is so important. And what I find is new agents don't do enough. They don't ask enough questions, which means they're not taking control of the conversation the way they should, right? Get all of the information, keep control of the conversation, make more money, or make more sales, and ultimately make more money. Thanks for dropping in.
I'm a health insurance hustler. Bradley Hannon's the name.